Good morning, everybody. Welcome to October 21st, 2022. It is 50 degrees here in Colorado. I am Vince Russo from russosbrand.com, patreon.com/RussoTWC, and of course, channelattitude.com. I thank all of you for joining me this morning. This is my Friday live Twitch/YouTube feed, where, yes, I do come on here to do some promotion, but I also do come on here to talk about some things that are on my mind. If you want to ask me a question, feel free on YouTube to do it through a super sticker or a donation, and I will bring your question up on the screen right here. And of course, if you are on Twitch, you can send cheers. Donations are greatly appreciated, guys. I am a public broadcasting service. I don't rely on advertisers. I don't rely on sponsors because I don't want anybody having any input on anything that I say. That is why I invested a lot of money in being behind a paid wall, bro, because since I'm behind a paid wall and I own the site, I can't be canceled. I can't be censored. I can't be checkmarked. I can't be put in timeout. I could say whatever I want to say, and that is very, very important to this channel because I will not be compromised. Nor will anybody else on my channel, whether you are a co-host or whether a guest, you are going to have the absolute freedom of speech. So in order to keep this channel going, yes, I do depend on you. I do depend on your subscriptions. I do depend on your donations. And speaking of that, bro, yesterday, Patreon finally did away with one of the dumbest rules, where they would charge you on the first of the month, regardless of when you joined. So if you joined on October 21st, they would charge you October 21st, and then they would charge you again November 1st, which was ridiculous. But thankfully, they've changed that. So now you will be charged on the date that you joined, bro. So if you join our Patreon today on October 21st, you will be charged for your next month on November 21st, bro. And kudos to Patreon for making that change. But we have a lot I want to talk about today, bro, because I'm going to talk about what everybody else glasses over, what nobody else talks about, bro, because these freaking marks, all they care about are fake wrestling matches, okay? I talk about the important issues, the taboo issues, the stuff that nobody wants to discuss, and we're going to discuss that today because the name of today's show is It's a Work, You Effing Morons. It is a work, you effing morons. How much stupider are wrestlers going to get in 2022? That's what we are going to talk about today. But before I get into that, bro, I just have to put this out there because it's weighing heavy on my heart. And it's really been weighing heavy on my heart since I heard about it yesterday. Kevin Nash's 26-year-old son, Tristan, passed away, 26 years old, man. A young man with a entire future ahead of him, passed away. And my heart just breaks for Kevin, man. It really does. And I'm just bringing it up because it's really been on my mind. Guys, just pray for Kevin and his wife, Tamara, and the family, that they have the strength to pull through this. So I just wanted to say that up top, man. Because it's weighing on me, bro. So I don't want to just get into the show without mentioning that. I love Kevin Nash, man. I've always loved Kevin Nash. And when I heard about this yesterday, it just absolutely shattered me. So, you guys want to throw out a prayer to Kevin and his family today. Please do that. Let's move on with some other topics, man. I was reading today that I guess supposedly anyway, because whatever's on these dirt sheets, you got to take with a grain of salt. Because, maybe it's the truth, maybe it's the half truth, maybe it's not the truth at all. But it is being reported that CM Punk and Tony Khan are working out some type of settlement to terminate CM Punk's contract. And I can only imagine what Punk is going to get from Tony freaking Khan. Guys, I swear, hey, listen, man, CM Punk is a superstar. CM Punk has earned his stripes. CM Punk has put his time in. So CM Punk deserves every single dime that he can get. That's the position that CM Punk has put himself in all these years. And kudos to him, man. I'm not taking anything away from him, man. But I think of all the blue collar workers, man, who just go to work every day, a job they absolutely hate, manual labor, just getting by, just making ends meet. And then, you just have a situation where a wrestler is just going to have an unbelievable payday that'll probably secure him for the rest of his life because he's dealing with an absolute money mark. And, like I said, bro, kudos to Punk. I'm not taking anything away from Punk, man. Whatever you can get. But, man, some of us work our entire lives and will never, ever see a fraction of money like that. And I don't know, bro, but we'll see. I can't imagine the type of money that Punk is going to settle for. Like, I really can't. I would say personally somewhere in the vicinity of $3 to $5 million. And Tony Khan will probably get as part of that settlement. You can't work for the WWE for so many years or something like that. I'm sure he's going to try to negotiate something like that, which he should, because if you're going to shell out that kind of a money to a guy, the last thing you want is him going to the competition, because, with Triple H now, Vince gone, I'm sure fences can be mended, and I am sure that WWE would take CM Punk back in a heartbeat. Again, bro, listen, man, the guy's a money mark. And the wrestlers know that, and the wrestlers are going to feast on that. And when Tony Khan is having press conferences talking about, he has more money than Mo, Larry, and Curly, and he's talking about the money he has, man, they are going to attack, bro. That is like a raw piece of fresh meat when it comes to wrestlers. So every time Tony boasts about the amount of money he has, man, those wrestlers are hearing every word that he's saying. But anyway, I just want to comment that. Bro, I got to be honest with you, man. I've been watching a lot of horror stuff lately because it is getting close to Halloween. I told you Halloween End sucked. And bro, listen, if you are a Halloween mark, from Halloween 1 in 1978. Bro, don't try to defend this movie to me. Stop with defending this movie. This movie absolutely sucked. If it's supposed to be the finale and the end, you don't introduce a new character and make it all about that new character. This entire story should have been about Laurie and Michael. The entire story. And there should have been a nice little bow at the end of it. That's not what we got. We got a bullshit story. So don't put this film over to me. Then, bro, I put this other horror film on Hulu called Grim Cuddy. What the frick is this, bro? The monster in Grim Cuddy looked like Gru from Despicable Me. That's who the monster looked like. And I'll be honest with you, the movie would have been better if it was a killer Gru from Despicable Me. But now I'm hearing a lot about this movie, bro. This is word of mouth. When I tell you guys, word of mouth is the most important promotional tool you can have. That was the success of the Attitude Era. Word of mouth. Did you watch Raw last night? Did you see Austin drive a beer truck into the building? Word of mouth, bro, is your most important tool. 20 years ago, I remember the word of mouth campaign over the Blair Witch Project. So by the time it came out, people were standing in line to go see this movie. Well, now there's another horror film out there that has got the word of mouth buzz, and it's called Terrifier 2. Now, supposedly anyway, the original Terrifier was supposed to be one of the most, or the most goriest horror films ever made. I remember when I was a kid growing up, and I know I'm a lot older than a lot of you. There was a movie called Mark of the Devil. I'll never forget this. And they hyped this as the goriest horror film of all time. I think somebody got their tongue ripped out of their mouth or whatever. But the way they promoted this movie, there's no way in hell I would have went to see this movie as a kid. And now there is a sequel to Terrifier called Terrifier 2, and supposedly Jericho loved the original movie to the point that he called the director and he said to the director, if you ever make a sequel to this movie, I want to be in it. And sure enough, the director made a sequel to Terrifier and put Chris Jericho in it. But the word of mouth is people are passing out. People are puking in movie theaters. People are leaving the movie theater. People are getting violently ill. People are getting mentally distraught over this new movie, Terrifier 2. And see, bro, this is the morbid curiosity. There is no way in hell I can even think about seeing this movie. As a matter of fact, bro, I've gone as far as to see if the original Terrifier is on any of my streaming services, and sure enough, it is. So I keep going back to it. I look at it. I go back to it. I look at it. Bro, I won't even watch the trailer. That's how much this freaking word of mouth has freaked me out. So I would love to hear your feedback, man. If anybody has seen the original Terrifier, but the one which is supposed to be worse, Terrifier 2, please let me know. I can't imagine, me building up the guts and the Spaldings to watch a movie such as this. It's about this evil clown, bro. And this is no like Stephen King's It. This evil clown, from what I understand, feast on people. I don't even know, bro, but I hear it is absolutely horrific. If you have watched this movie, please share it with me. Again, guys, please, man, as we continue this show, super stickers, donations, cheers, greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated by me, and it really, really, really helps our channel. Bro, I want to talk about something today that, like, this shit has to stop, bro. It has to stop because it's getting to the point of being ridiculous. And no, DT's rants and gaming, it's not based on the fake Hangman Adam Page injury, bro. This is something completely different. But again, bro, I talk about things here that nobody else talks about. Let me talk to you about the business of professional wrestling and why wrestlers originally got into the wrestling business, bro. You're going back 50, 60 years to the 40s, the 50s, the 60s. Bro, wrestlers got into the wrestling business to make money. Period. End of story. And we can go all the way, bro, to the end of, the late 1990s, the early 2000s. The people I worked with, the wrestlers I worked with, were in it to make money. Make no bones about it. They were in the wrestling business to make money. The Hogan, bro, Hulk Hogan, who perhaps was the greatest businessman in the history of professional wrestling. I'd put Kevin Nash right up there. But Hogan used to look at, new guys that came into the locker room as money. Can I make money with that guy? That's all Hogan cared about. The more heels that got over, the more money Hulk Hogan made with them. That's all they cared about, bro. It was a business. It was no different than what every one of you listening to this show go to work for. You go to work to make money. So wrestlers got into the wrestling business to make money. Now, they also realized that what they were doing not only was very physical and not only was hard on their bodies, but back in the day, bro, they were doing this like every day. Every day, bro, these guys were working like 300 days out of the year. 80s, 90s, bro, Vince McMahon was working these guys like dogs, bro. So now with their work schedule and the wear and tear on their body, and the road and everything that comes with the road, these guys understand that they have a shelf life. We are not going to be able to do this forever. There is a window opportunity for us to make money in this business. So what we need to do to get the full extent of that window is we need to work safe together. We need to protect each other. We need to not do anything stupid out there or not do anything out there, bro, that is going to increase the odds of a serious injury. Because guess what, bro? If we suffer a serious injury, we're not making money anymore. How hard is that for anybody to understand? We are in a physical sport. We are working practically every day. The more we work, the more we increase the chance of being injured. Therefore, we need to work safe and protect each other. The longer we can do this, the more money we will make. Does everybody out there understand that concept? Am I talking over anybody's head? It is the simplest concept in the world. The longer we can stay healthy, the longer we can do this, the longer we can protect each other, the more money we're going to make. Simple. You would think. But then, bro, let's fast forward to the last 20 years. And I like to call it the marks have made it to the ring era. It's not about making money anymore, bro. I remember, man, when TNA started in 2002, I saw the payroll of what some of these guys were getting paid. And I remember going to Jerry Jarrett and saying, Jerry, you can't pay these guys this little, because as far as I'm concerned, anytime a professional wrestler steps into the ring could be the last time. If the simplest of moves is miscalculated, bro, done. You're done, bro. We obviously, unfortunately, we saw D'Lo and Draws. These things happen. One miscalculation, you're done. And I said to Jerry, you can't pay these guys such a little amount. Jerry Jarrett looked at me. This is 2022. And Jerry laughed at me. And Jerry said, Vince, that's how Jerry talked. Bless his heart. Vince, are you kidding me, Vince? These guys would pay us to be on the show. And I looked at Jerry like he was crazy. And I sit here in 2022, and 20 years ago, Jerry Jarrett was dead on. The marks have made it to the ring. And it no longer is about making money. It's about the fake match. That's what it's about, bro. It's about a fake fight and getting your shit in during that fake fight so you can get a bunch of marks with neckbeards wearing black shirts with armpit stains. You can get them to chant, "This is awesome." That's what wrestling is now. It's not about how much money you're making. Aside for the pros, CM Punk is about the money he's making, I'm sure. For the majority of these youngins, it's about the match, the fake fight. Will this guy in California who has never laced up a pair of boots, will this guy give us a 5-star rating? Do you know how ridiculous that is, bro? That you've got quote unquote professional wrestlers that live and die on a star system that a 60-year-old guy from California developed, who never wrestled a match in his life. This isn't Shawn Michaels telling you, man, bro, that was an unbelievable match. This isn't Bret Hart telling you, bro, that was a 5-star match. This is a 60-year-old man who's never had a match in his life. So that alone is absolutely fascinating to me. But it's not a business anymore, bro. It's now about the fake match to see if the 60-year-old man in California will give us 5 stars. It's about getting your shit in. It's about flip, flop, and flying all over the place. So the neckbeards will chant, "This is awesome." It's about taking the absolute psychology out of every match. It's about nobody selling. And it's about nobody taking care of each other anymore. You know, bro, I swear, I watched some of these women matches on the WWE. I watched some of these matches on Raw. I am not a worker. Granted, I am a former WCW world champion, and I earned that. Granted. With that aside, I didn't wrestle for a living. So I really don't like to critique wrestling matches. I'm not a wrestler. But I got to tell you something, bro. To the naked eye, to the casual fan, a good percentage of the time when I see these women working matches on Raw, especially tag matches or especially 3-on-3, 6 women matches, bro, they are flying all over the place to the point of they are not in control of their bodies. When I say they're not in control of their bodies, bro, what I mean is they have no idea where they're going to land, how they're going to land, what body part they're going to land on. They have absolutely zero control of their bodies. I cannot tell you how many times I have watched Bianca Belair literally land on her neck where I'm wincing and I'm looking away. And bro, somebody's going to get hurt very, 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 very badly because they're not working. They're getting their shit in, and it looks like an out of control mess. So what they're doing, bro, is as they go out and have these matches, that window is getting shorter and shorter and shorter because the odds of injury increase. So the odds of injury increase week by week, month by month, year by year, because now we've gotten into a game of, can you top this? Can you top this? And you've got to understand where they are coming up with the majority of this shit. Here's where they're coming up with it, bro. They're coming up with it the day of. The day of. So what they're doing, bro, is they're dragging crash pads into the ring and they're practicing these spots, these very dangerous spots that afternoon. They haven't been practicing for weeks or months. They've been practicing for minutes. So then they go out there and they try to reproduce what they did with the crash pads when there are no crash pads, bro. So what is that, bro? That is a recipe for disaster. That is a recipe for people getting seriously injured. Now you're cutting down that window. Now you're cutting down the ability to make money. Now, when you're in your late 30s, mid 30s, late 30s, 40s, you're effed. You're effed, bro. Be ready to be working Comic Cons the rest of your life because that's what you're going to be doing because you're stupid. You're stupid. You're morons. You're morons. Stevie Richard calls it the bump card. If you are a professional wrestler and every time you take a bump, it is one less bump off the bump card because you only have so many bumps on the bump card. You are flesh and bone, bro. You're not Superman. You're not Superwoman. You're a human being just like me. And every bump is one less bump off the bump card. So, yes, bro, they're working like absolute morons, not thinking about their livelihood, not thinking about their future, not thinking about supporting their families, thinking about the neckbeards and the black shirts with the armpit stains. And the 60-year-old man in California. They're idiots, bro. They are absolute idiots. But I got to tell you, bro, what I saw on a clip this week from an AEW show, I could not believe what I saw. And I am going to talk about what I saw because for everybody else, it was an oh, by the way. Oh, by the way, bro, we could have seen a young lady get paralyzed, perhaps die, get severely concussed, and it's, oh, by the way. Now, here's how things work at russosbrand.com. And here's how things work at patreon.com/RussoTWC. When it comes to wrestling, I will ask a professional. I will ask a wrestler. So there was a match on AEW with a female wrestler by the name of Athena, who used to wrestle at the WWE, and she was in there against an enhancement talent. So during the course of this match, something goes horribly bad, and Athena just snaps on this green enhancement talent. Now, when I played that footage back for Al Snow on Lions, Tigers, Bears, and Head, you get that every week on russosbrand.com, Al Snow said it looked like the enhancement talent, who was green, kind of lost her way and may have missed a spot, which set Athena off. And when you look at the footage, that's exactly what it looks like. It looks like the young green girl messed up and Athena got pissed off. And all of a sudden, bro, this shit became real. And when I say this shit became real, Athena picks up this girl, has this girl upside down, and throws her over the top rope with her head heading to the mat like a torpedo. This girl had zero control of her body. Whether she landed on her head, her neck, her back, she had no idea. Because Athena got pissed off because this girl was green and nervous and missed the spot. So now this shit is going to get real because you missed the spot. That's not fucking working together. And let me tell you something. I don't have anything against Athena. Put anybody in that spot, bro. I don't care that it's Athena. I don't care that it's a female. You can put anybody in that spot. You guys are supposed to be working together to make money, to work the crowd. Now you're going to get pissed off because a green rookie missed a spot, and you're going to go ape shit on this rookie and possibly end her career because she missed a spot. What is wrong with these freaking people, bro? Do you know how many spots have been forgotten in wrestling, bro? Do you know how many spots are forgotten in every single match? And let me tell you something, bro. You wouldn't have to worry about a million spots in a match if you kept it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, stupid. Then you wouldn't have to worry about memorizing 100 matches, especially to a green talent who now is out there on TV in front of all these people. That is not working together. That is stupidity. I want to read this article to you. And again, bro, everything on the sites, you've got to take with a grain of salt. Backstage news on Athena working aggressively with indie wrestler at AEW Dark. Athena and Jody Threat, that's her name, Jody Threat, match tape last week in Toronto for this week's AEW Dark Elevation received a lot of attention on social media, particularly because it appeared as though the former NXT Women's Champion was working stiff with the independent star. The bout also received attention from those within the industry, such as Mike Mondo, a former member of WWE Spirit Squad stable, who explained that the object is to make it look like a competitive contest, but this is what not to do. Now more details have emerged as to what went down. Now again, bro, take this with a grain of salt. This is Sean Sapp. This is Fightful, the worst name on the planet for a wrestling website. Fightful. Horrible, horrible name, bro. According to Fightful, AEW management spoke to Athena and Threat backstage after the match. Management felt that Athena became too aggressive in the match and checked on both women to make sure everything was fine. Oh, bro, you think so? You think Athena was a little bit too aggressive when she threw the woman out of the ring on her head? You think so? You think that was a little too aggressive? The reason given for Athena's aggression was because of the fan reaction prior to their match getting underway. Threat, who is from Toronto, received a big ovation from the crowd, resulting in Athena switching roles to work as heel. So now these inexperienced wrestlers are switching roles after they walk through the curtain. Inexperienced wrestlers switch. Now, I'm going to be the heel and you're going to be the babyface, and we're going to do that on the fly. How are you going to do anything on the fly when you've got to lay out $80,000 in a match? That 80,000 moves in a match. That means you're incapable of calling things on a fly. So now you've got two inexperienced workers switching roles because the hometown girl is getting cheered. Apparently, Threat slipped on where her comeback was to be and became a little lost before asking Athena what came next in the match. It was from there that the physicality was turned up a notch on Athena's part. A notch? It's said that while Threat would have no problem handling the physicality, the communication should have been clear. You think, bro? Threat reportedly did not make any complaints how the match played out and has been keeping her head down in a bid to avoid getting heat politically. Bro, you know what? So let me give you the heat. Because this poor girl, this Miss Threat girl, what's her first name, bro? Jody Threat, okay, bro? Of course can't say anything, bro. She can't say anything because they'll never use her again. You almost broke my effing neck out there, but I can't say anything, bro, politically, bro, because then they'll never use me again. Bro, F that. F that, bro. Bro, best case scenario, you're not going to suspend Athena and let her think about what she did. There's no suspension. If it's me, she's getting fired because she could have killed this girl. So if it's me, and like I said, I don't know Athena from a hole in the wall. I don't care who would be in this spot. If it's me, your ass is fired. You could have paralyzed somebody. You could have killed somebody because they missed a spot. Do I really want somebody like this on my roster? And I got to tell something with Athena. Supposedly, she's been very unhappy at AEW. She wasn't happy at WWE the way they were using her. Apparently, she's not happy at AEW because of the way they're using her. Bro, no problem. Leave. Leave, bro. If you're not happy with the promotion and the way they're using you, leave. Don't take it out on somebody else, a jobber, an indie worker, a green girl. Leave. If you're unhappy, leave, bro. It's that simple. Because let me tell you something, bro. Working in the wrestling business is not a happy place. Unless you're one of the 3 to 5 that are on top, you're not going to be happy. News alert, bro. News alert. And this poor girl cannot say anything, bro, because politically they may not use her again. This is a joke, bro. This is a company that doesn't have a clue. This is a guy, Tony Khan, that is a million times in more over his head than Dixie Carter ever was. Ever was, bro. This is a guy that just doesn't get it. Least case scenario, bro. This woman should be fined. This woman should be suspended, and she should think about what could have happened in this match because an indie worker forgot a spot. What a joke, bro. It is a work. This is not real. It is a work. This is a show. So there, I said it. And with that being said, let's look at last week's poll and this week's poll. Now, you guys know Mustafa Ali put out a tweet in which he referred to me as a hoe. A hoe, H-O-E, hoe or H-O. I guess H-O-E would be a garden tool. Hoe, H-O. And I took exception to that because I am going on 40 years of marriage. I've been faithful to my wife for 40 years. I am not a hoe. I don't believe I am a hoe. From my understanding, hoes sleep around. Hoes get paid for sex. I'm calling them out on that. I don't consider. I am 61 years old. I've been married for 40 years. I've never cheated my wife. I don't consider myself a hoe. So I threw it out to the people. Do you agree with Ali? Is Vince Russo a hoe? I am very disappointed. I am very disappointed because 62% of you believe that I am a hoe. Only 38% of you said Vince Russo is not a. How am I a hoe, bro? How am I a hoe? I've been with the same woman for 40 freaking years, bro. How am I a hoe? How dare you? I don't even know if I should give you this week's poll. You're so out of line. All right, here's this week's poll. Do you watch professional wrestling to A, be entertained, or B, see somebody get badly injured, concussed, crippled, or die? Tell me why you watch wrestling. Do you just want to be entertained? Or do you really want to see somebody get badly injured, concussed, crippled, or die? Let me know. Let me know why you watch wrestling, because I don't watch wrestling to see people get hurt. That's not why I watch. I have no interest in seeing people get hurt and seeing their career shortened or end. I've got no interest in watching that. All right, guys, I want to go through this now. If you want to ask me a question, please, guys, donation, super sticker, cheer. I'll put you up on the board, bro. I'm going to go through this now to see if anybody. I saw a couple of them came up, so I want to pull them up And I do appreciate it, bro, because as I said, we are a public broadcasting system. I'm working right now. My good friend Ty Saltis, a request and a question request. Watch the Overwatch short, Honor and Glory, and as a casual viewer. Okay, so watch the Overwatch short, Honor and Glory. Question. If the ultimate goal for ratings is to get sponsors, how come you don't like them? Great question, Ty, and I'll tell you why I don't like them. Because they can control your content. Because if you say something they don't like or they're against, if you say something that's controversial, they're going to threaten to pull their money. So if I want to celebrate my freedom of speech, I don't want to be put in a position where advertising money is going to dictate what I do and do not say. So I hope that answers your question. Let's see. I think there was another one up here. Yeah, here we go. My good friend Trav FDY, $5 donation. Thank you. You should watch the Terrifier trailers. I haven't seen the movies yet, but the stories look interesting, especially the second one. See, I'm even afraid that there might be something in the trailer that I might not be able to handle. So that's why I haven't even watched the trailer, even though I don't even know if they can put something like that in the trailer. So maybe I will check out the trailer. Ronnie Crypto with a $10 donation. Thank you, Ronnie says, it's still real to me, damn it. And of course, he is quoting the great David White. David White, who I actually had on my show. And I actually have had some dialogue with over the years. Really, really good guy, bro. David White. That's what he's referring to. Okay, guys, I am scrolling through. Anybody else want to ask me a question? Now is the time. And we had a lot of people in the chat today, and I really, really, really appreciate that. Okay, I'm getting to the bottom. I do not see any more. Well, no, there's a lot of comments, bro, and I really appreciate that. But guys, I am working, and this is how I make a living. Here we go. John Schlegel, Mr. Schlegel. Thank you, John. I know John very well. A $4.99 super sticker. Thank you, my friend. And it looks like that is about it. Guys. Yeah, let me just make sure. Okay. Yeah, guys, I appreciate you listening to me today. Bro, this stuff's got to be discussed, man. This stuff cannot be swept under a carpet, bro. This is the important stuff, bro. The well-being of professional wrestlers is very, very, very important. And so much of the stuff they're doing today is not important, bro. It is not important, bro. Getting 100 spots in a 15-minute match is only important to the 60-year-old guy in California that nobody should give a shit about. Guys, please, man, check out russosbrand.com, patreon.com/RussoTWC. I want everybody to have a great, great, great weekend. Please, man, keep Kevin Nash and his family and his lovely wife in your prayers. Bro, for Vince Russo, bro, I just told you it like it is. I'll see you next time, man.